Up for sale, 1972 Chevelle. I'm going to walk around it, tell you about the car, fire it up, and then drive it. If you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you. Like I said, it's 72 Chevelle, finished in silver with black interior, powered by a 462 cubic inch motor, built last year, and I have the receipt for it. 602 horsepower, which has been dynoed. Very cool. Aluminum heads. I'll show you the engine when I get to it. Power four-wheel disc brakes, power steering with tubular upper and lower control arms, turbo 350 trans, 373 rear end ratio, and beautiful on the outside. But aside from the condition and the upgrades, I also have the build sheet, the window sticker, I believe the shipping report, the Protecto plate, which was lady owned new, which is kind of cool actually. The original manual, and a couple other things. So it's a great combination of, well, condition, original paperwork, and upgrades, with paperwork for the upgrades. But anyway, we'll start here in the front on the bumper, which is nice condition. I mean, there are a couple little marks on it. The back one's like brand new, but the front one has a couple little marks, and I know right on the side there, a couple little scrapes. And I figured, okay, if you wanted to put a new bumper on, that just makes it that much better. But does it really need it? No. Focusing on the rest of the grill, whatnot, bezels, all look super nice. Hood lines up very nicely. And again, like I always do, I'll point out anything that I see as I'm going around it. Really love the silver. It kind of looks, it's a little different than a Cortez silver. It almost looks like Inca silver, which was a 1957 Corvette color. That was actually a very rare color back then, but that's the best representation that I could, or comparison for this color. And I had a 57 that was painted that color. I actually had it painted, so I'm rather familiar. 462, aluminum intake, aluminum heads. You see all the chromes, whatnot down there. It's got a QFT carburetor on there. It's black. It actually goes really nice with the valve covers and that. There's your master cylinder, which also kind of billet with the extra vacuum canister for the power four-wheel disc brakes, which you can see through the Riddler rims, which are probably very recent, and I kind of like the way they look. Nice tires as well. A little beefier profile in the back. I love the stance of the car. It sits nice. Aluminum radiator, electric fan. Headers. And again, I do have the receipt for the build of the engine, which I will show you when I get to the paperwork section, as always. Under hood, beautiful. Really like that. They definitely got a different hood to fit all of that in there. I believe I have a receipt for the transmission work as well. And they are hooker headers, which go into a nice booming exhaust. And then you can see those tubular arms, if I haven't already mentioned, that upper and lower. So we'll move on down the driver's side of the car as always. Beautiful painted body on this. The fitment's nice. The doors shut beautifully. You got the beautiful wheel well molding here. That lines up nice. The panels, or the door to the rocker panel, lines up super nice. And I don't know how long ago it was painted, but there's not really any marks on it. And again, like I said, anything I see I'll point out. This lines up beautifully. The underneath is mint. Getting into the car, look how nice the hem is on the door. Super nice door panel. It's a bench seat, which is nice condition. And look at the finish in here, all the way down. That molding looks pretty recent. The carpet, I would say, is new. Let me grab the key out of here. The seats are fantastic. I see just a little seam right there that came undone, and like a little tiny hole there, but the rest of it's awesome. The back seat, I'll show you that before I sit in it. Back seat is fantastic. I just noticed I'm missing a handle there. I got a handle, I'll throw that in. No worries. That's embarrassing. Anyway. You can't see it. This is mint. No speakers in there. Now, another thing I like about it, you come on in, and it's just a very classic look here. Classic dash, which is the stock dash. Classic steering wheel. No cracks in the dash pad. I would say this has probably been replaced at the same time they might have done the rest of the interior. And then all your important gauges, which go with the horsepower, of course, all are working. And I like that they're tastefully down there. No stupid super tack up here. No offense to people who have them up there, but I kind of like it out of the way. And then, of course, you need to know all that other stuff. That's very important when you're running 602 horse. I think the headliner might be original, and I'm just going off of the visor here. That's original. Let me go back to the headliner. Oops. Oh, headliner is super nice. You got the little straps to hold the seat belts in there on both sides. Now, probably take a break and show you the paperwork. Actually, I'll carry that and we'll go through it in the trunk so the wind doesn't blow it around. Little, I would say, gas PSI gauge there, or fuel pressure gauge. Finish all the way down is nice. And it definitely reminds me of that not Corvette, Inca Silver, because at certain angles you start to get that little bluish tint to it, and I think that's pretty. See how nice it is in there? No bubbling. Finish all the way down there is nice. See a little mark right there. Nice and straight. And then again, this back bumper looks brand new. Nice exhaust tips on it. Lid fitment is super nice. Both sides, it's even to the quarter, as well as height off of the car. It sits flush. Go ahead here. Trunk is finished nicely. It's got the spare tire in there, gray and white spatter paint. New weather stripping. The finish in here is fantastic as well. Again, there's the spare. There's a jack as well. I didn't mention that, but good to see it now. Trunk pan's mint. Now let me lay certain things out. This in here is the original build sheet. I don't want to pull it out again because it's delicate, but I took a picture of it and I have a copy of it though, so that I can at least show you the copy while I'm here. I cut my hand on something. It was a 352 barrel car, power steering, auto. It was originally a 273 axle. Williamstown, Kentucky, Piles Chevrolet. And then these are other copies of the original docs, but I'll show you the other ones. Here's your little booklet. Okay. Here is your window sticker. There you go. Pewter silver. So it might have been a silver car to begin with. Very interesting. I like that they went with silver still. Emissions control systems. Highway safety depends on, well, according apparently you, the driver. Oh, the consumer information. Okay, here's your Protecto plate. Dorothy May. There it is there. This is the car shipping report. And again, here we go. Pewter silver, same thing. I've only had this one other time for a Trans Am. Different booklet, original manual, and again, I've shown you this little case with the sleeve. And again, you get copies of the original docs too, in case you don't want to pull those out anymore. I don't blame you. And then in here, this was the rear disc brakes. This is the dyno, 602 horse at 5,900 RPM. And again, 10/25/23, that's when the engine was built. And then this was transmission work for the Bench 350, because I would say, looking at it, they rebuilt the 373 gear. Okay, they rebuilt the trans as well. Looks like it says roller cam. Now again, I might go through this and of course mention anything that I think is notable, and leave that in there. I'll come back and put everything away. Underhood's finished like the rest of the car. Closes nicely. Ooh. Mint in there. Look how nice this lines up. And then one of the very few marks on the car is a little chip right there. Again, mint there. But anyway, it will be up for sale later today on my website, nextgenclassiccars.com, and eBay. Both links will be in the description of this video if you'd like to go ahead and check it out. 72 Chevelle. Actually finished in correct color silver with black interior. 462, 602 horsepower. Turbo 350 trans, 373 rear. Looks like a couple little marks right there that have been touched up, but that fitment is nice. That finish is nice. This is like something on the paint. I know you've been probably looking at that, like something splashed up. Receipts for new work, original paperwork. But we are going to fire it up now and then show it drive and get in for the driving. Thank you. I like that it's on though, because you want to put your seatbelt on when you're in this.
I don't hear that.
Oh, I know, you got bad hearing.
Oh, she runs nice.
Yeah. 602 horse mongers.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Look at this guy.
I'm gonna go left. We'll go back.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Well, wait, next one, give me a massage.
Oh yeah, it's got a stall and a shift kit.
Yeah, I love
Yeah. Oh, she's a slow walker. I should have put my seatbelt on. It's gonna drive people nuts.
Should I give it a little gun or no?
I mean, if you want to stop and go from nothing, give it some gun.